This is the Talk Wrestling Radio Network. All the wrestling with none of the ego.
Java Radio. Java Radio. Java Radio. Wrestling podcast featuring Rom and Bomber and Corey and the one and only Peanut. Java Radio. Java Radio. Bitches.
Look at me, I'm so wacky, I'm Eric Youngs!
What the fuck just happened?
Oh, it's the Mac military! We're gonna get it on! Like, god damn it. Like, can he just walk out? Why does he need music?
What's up and welcome to a new edition of Jabba Radio. I'm your host, Peanut, and tonight I'm going to be joined by the usual. First up, Rom2000, aka Matt Zion. What's up?
What's up, my jigga? See, I said I can get away with it because I put a J in front of it.
Wow.
I actually said your little intro backwards. I said Rom, aka Matt Zion, but you're more known.
Whatever, I do the AKA thing wrong all the time, too.
But anyway, I'm also joined by Bomber, B-Dog. What's up?
What's going on? I'm actually disappointed that I had to put down WWE 13 for this, but I'm doing it. So let's do it.
I should note before we actually get started that we are recording this on November 11th at 4:56 p.m.
Oh, we're going exact. I didn't say exact, motherfucker. I didn't say 3 minutes till.
I gotta let people know. Before we even get going, we're going to talk about some other news outside of wrestling. President Obama is still president. What are your guys' thoughts on that one?
Waiting for you, Bomber.
Nothing.
No. Well,
Up. Come on.
I don't know. Should we say who we voted for on here? I don't know how that works.
I didn't vote, but I was gonna vote for Obama if I did vote. Or actually, I'm sorry, I was gonna vote for. I don't know if anybody's heard of Gary Johnson. Yeah. But if I had to choose between Romney or Obama, I was gonna pick Obama. But then I've kind of found out a few weeks before that Gary Johnson, like what he stood for and stuff. And I know he didn't have prayer and help, but
No.
I don't care. My vote, it doesn't matter if it actually does anything. But like, you shouldn't vote for something that sucks just because it'll matter. Like your vote will count on that thing that sucks. I think you should throw it where you feel it would do the best interest of the world or whatnot, if that makes any fucking sense. And Gary Johnson is badass, and I like everything that he stood for. And he was it was refreshing to hear a candidate say, like, if somebody asked him a question, it was nice to hear him actually fucking answer it and not dilly-dally around it, even if I didn't agree with some of the stuff that he'd said.
I'm pretty sure Romney would answer a question if you asked a question.
No, he would. No, oh my God, he was the king of not answering questions. Jesus.
Yeah, no. I really wish Rab was here because he's the big political one. I would go 20 minutes with him just arguing over stuff. I'm not very political, but I work at a TV station, so I'm actually involved with stuff, so I know a little bit here and there. But no, I did vote. I did vote for Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney was my vote. I don't know if anybody's pissed off at me now, but I said it.
No. I mean, I know a lot of friends that voted for him, but like, he was. I thought like Romney was basically the like, if you're interested in making your personal self better over the next like 4 years, then you should vote Romney. Like right. Obama or Gary Johnson was more along the lines of, if you're more interested in helping the economy get back and helping other people and taking kind of a hit on your own personal self, then you should vote for them. And I don't know. I'm not a person that's going to be like.
Then I know who Peanut would have voted for because he's a selfish son of a...
Yeah, Romney all the way.
Yeah.
Wrong. You both are all wrong. See, on Twitter, everyone was asking, retweeting. They wanted to know who Peanut was going to vote for. I didn't vote. I was denied.
Denied? What do you mean denied?
I was hoping to go to sleep that night and wake up to Jill Stein Nation, but it didn't happen.
Are you kidding me? Green Party?
Green Party.
That's some other chick that was like the fourth person in line. Like
that's who I support. I have no idea what she stands for. No clue.
idea what she stands for.
Yeah, but you were gonna vote for it. You were a son of a bitch. You got to be a star, guys. You
Yeah,
guys
I
got stars.
Oh,
I got green eyes. I like green.
With that?
What?
Was she with the be a star stuff, or is that just because she's Green Party she has to immediately?
That's the
not like
WWE.
violence?
Don't they do be a star and vote? Isn't that their little?
Yeah, she does. No, I'm saying, does that
Who,
chick
Linda?
from the Green Party support the whole like be a star campaign? Because if so, I hate her more now.
I don't. There's no.
I don't know.
But
But,
Linda
I like green, so I was going with Jill Stein.
also failed miserably.
Thank
Oh yeah,
God.
Linda bombed. Man, how much money did she put into her campaign? It was like 160 million over both times she ran.
It was rough.
That's fucking rough,
poor
man.
Vince's man.
Did you see the video of Vince, her concession speech or whatever, and like Vince is in the background, and he's like rolling his eyes at half the stuff she's saying. It's so funny.
Wait. No, I just know that I saw slander ads. I think it was the last time she ran about they were making fun of Eugene and all that shit. I was like, come on,
Yeah.
just Triple H can beat up a handicapped guy on air. It doesn't mean that she's not.
I don't really see how she was qualified to be a politician.
Yeah, it's
though.
just...
You were helping run a wrestling company. I'm sorry, that's like I don't know any of her policies. I don't know anything about her, but it just didn't seem like it was meant to be.
Yeah.
But we're gonna get back into wrestling, and we're gonna,
we're gonna get into wrestling.
Vince McMahon made an appearance on Raw, and he changed the matchup. Well, not him, Vicky Guerrero.
Yeah, that was really fucking weird.
It was weird, but it's now a triple threat match. Did you guys, Rom? I'll ask you. Do you prefer the Team Punk versus Team Foley, or do you like the triple threat match a little better?
The triple threat is the better logical choice. My issue isn't with like when they had Team Punk, Team Foley, because I thought that would have been fine too. My issue with them is they flip flopped, and it's like you run $1 million company, almost $1 billion company, and one week you're saying this is gonna happen, and then the next week Vince McMahon comes out and goes, no, fuck that. This is gonna happen. It's like it felt so WCW to me to just like say, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and then the next week, oh, never mind, the entire thing has been changed. Or like even TNA-ish to me, even though they've been a lot better about it, but like TNA last year, where just things changed every time they do like their 3 weeks of filming, like the next 3 weeks, things would completely be different. Like guys from face to heel and matches would change. Like this is WWE, they're not TNA, they're not WCW. What was up with that? Like why did they did this Foley thing? Obviously they had planned it out long term because they had kind of set the seeds before Hell in a Cell with Foley talking to Punk and whatnot. And I have a feeling that this was written out on paper where they were like, okay, we're gonna do Cena, Punk, Hell in a Cell. Then that kind of changed because Cena got hurt. But they were like, after that, we're definitely gonna do Foley versus Punk, like team versus team. But to go from 1 week to the next week and changing it completely, what? That's amateurish to me.
What I didn't like, or I don't even know if I didn't like it, was how they had Vicky Guerrero, like, do her, like, how Vince McMahon was like, hard to explain, but
well, no, like Vince was like
guiding her,
guiding her.
To me, I thought that was entertaining. I thought that was like the best part of it. Besides, like they ruined the match.
I didn't. That much.
It didn't seem like it had any reason.
Like Vince would just come out and just be like, Vicky Guerrero and I spoke in the back, and this is what we're doing. Boom. Like, there you go. You didn't waste 5 minutes of my time.
Come on, you didn't laugh when she's like Ziggler. Come on now.
No, not really.
I might have smirked, but no laugh came out of me.
I don't know. Vince is always fun, but if you have a plan. Like, why didn't they discuss this last week before Foley came out? Why? I'm sure it was on the table. I'm sure there were people that were fighting for the triple threat instead of the team match. So why is it all of a sudden they decided to go this way? It's so amateur hour.
Yeah, I mean,
bummer.
No, I actually would have liked to see the Team Foley versus Team Punk, because I mean now that it's gonna be Team Ziggler or whatever. What the fuck, Foley's just like, it's just his team. There's like no point to have Foley even part of it.
It means absolutely nothing to Foley. It was even dumber that he wasn't in the match. I mean, I know his legs are kind of giving out and he's not in the position to have full matches, but it's a 5-on-5 match. He could have done like a Bret Hart. Bret Hart went in with a fucking stroke prior in his
True.
life, and he still wrestled 5 minutes. Like, I'm sure Mick could have done a few punches, a few knees, and they got eliminated by Punk or something. But
I mean, are you thinking, because they haven't, at this point in time of us recording this, that they haven't filled out their 5th guy? Do you think he's going to step in? I mean, maybe,
No.
I don't know. You don't think he's going to step in?
because Foley is still kind of a draw, especially like with the Attitude game coming out. Like, it would be dumb to say there's a mystery person and it's Mick Foley on Team Foley. What? Like, that's just
It's his team.
Yeah, it's his team. He should, if he's gonna be wrestling, he should have been the first person announced on the team as a wrestler.
What if, hey, just right here, what if it just all of a sudden, boom, Cactus Jack, there it is, done.
No.
He announces.
Well, he does have those options, so.
They should have put that in first then, because there are like a few people that are going to buy a pay-per-view if Cactus Jack or Mankind are on that on the card, or like me, I'd buy it if Dude Love was on the card.
Dude Love.
Yeah, that's great.
But yeah, no, I would, but see, if they did do that, were they not thinking of what they were going to do with Cena? I mean, because they didn't mention him at all, and then they're all of a sudden, we'll just do the triple threat match. That's what we're going to do. Because Cena gave up his spot.
Yeah, that's the reason. They're like, he gave up his spot, so now he's going to be the contender with Ryback. But
why would they? Yeah, I don't understand why they even, unless they're trying to do, hey, we're going to like spring crazy stuff because we're like flipping the script and changing everything at the last minute. Unless they're trying to like to be surprising. I don't know. It didn't work. I don't know. I mean, it'll probably be a good match. Ryback's going to end up losing again, and then he's going to continue to lose if they keep putting him against Punk. But
I hate that there's that slight chance that they could just change everything and we could see like, the dream match of Ryback versus Cena that nobody fucking wants to see that they were teasing.
Yeah.
It's like when they did Lashley Cena and they had like people doing the promos that were like, they had like Stone Cold sitting there feeding you that bullshit about like, this is the match everyone has wanted to see for the past 10 years. Like, Bobby Lashley? Are we talking about the same guy?
I've never wanted to watch Bobby
He was
Lashley.
only in there for like, when that happened, he was only in for like a year or two, right?
Yeah, that match was awful, by the way.
Yeah, luckily I don't remember that one. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I saw it. It was terrible.
But, terrible. It's not the time of year for being, thinking things are terrible. It's Thanksgiving time, and that's why instead of doing our raging round table, we're going to do something a little different, and we're going to say what we're thankful for.
That's right.
Wrestling. Bomber, take it away.
You want me to go first? I don't want to go. I don't want to go first. I'm nervous.
Okay.
Nervous.
You're nervous. All right.
Not nervous, but scared. We'll say scared instead of nervous.
All right, I'll go first. Then.
Good.
What I'm thankful for in wrestling. Myself for being a fan. That's really what I have to say I'm thankful for.
Excuse me?
Myself for being a fan. Issue? It's really nothing to it. I mean, I'm a fan. I support it, and that's really what I'm thankful for. Is that I'm a fan.
That's a horrible thing. That's a horrible
I
thing.
really wish Rab was here right now so he could cuss you out.
Yeah.
It's the truth, but go ahead, Rom or Bomber. Who are you not nervous anymore?
Rom, go.
Oh my god,
Go.
that was the worst.
No, I mean,
we literally discussed before this, so like, don't have something that's shitty and quick. And what did he have? Something shitty and quick.
Yeah, very shitty, very quick.
Yeah, I'm thankful for PWG and how close it is to where I live, because it's like I think it's about a 40-minute drive from my house. And if anybody doesn't know who PWG is, then you're dumb, because it's Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and I'd say it's easily the #1 California independent fed, but they use a lot of guys.
You chose your words wisely there. I like that. That's good.
What? What did I say?
California based. I like it.
Yeah.
I wonder what Bomber's going to be thankful for.
I would say like overall though, over the entire United States though, they're easily in the top 5. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Like them, Chikara. What's funny is I never considered CZW to be an independent fed for some reason, just because from growing up, they're not really above it though. They're definitely an indie fed, but they're all in the top 5. But I know like Chikara and PWG are kind of like the two that people always debate whether or not those are like 1 or 2. But I don't know. I won't put them in a list. I just say it's awesome, and they use a lot of Ring of Honor guys. Occasionally they use some TNA Impact guys. It's still hard for me to say Impact and not TNA. It's just TNA. It's dumb how they did that change. But PWG, if you've never checked them out, you need to, because I remember going to there was another fed that's out here run by God, what's his name? It's something Hernandez, something another. I think it's Jesse Hernandez. It's called EWF, and it's like the first independent local indie show that I went to. I'd been to some WWE shows back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I went to this one and I was like, you know, they had a few guys that I really liked. That there was always like 1 or 2 matches on the card that were really good, but the rest of it's all just like schlock, kid friendly, like some punches, scoop slams. Like there was a guy named Vision who was a balding guy with a mullet that wore swimming goggles. He was their Hulk Hogan. Like he never. So I always knew when the main event was coming up, like, oh, time to leave. This is really boring and awful. But when I went to my first PWG show, the first thing or the most impactful thing I can remember was it was DDT. I can't remember which one, but like DDT 3 or DDT 4, whatever one it was. And I remember Daniel Bryan, which was Bryan Danielson at the time, grabbing one of the Bucks and launching him at me while I was sitting in the crowd. And I was there with my friend Chris and other friend Amanda, and she didn't really know what was going on. I grabbed her and pulled her out of the way. If I hadn't, one of the Young Bucks would have literally like crashed into her in the crowd. And when that happened, I was like, oh shit, like this is a completely different kind of atmosphere, because in EWF, they don't, you know, it was kid friendly, family friendly, and nothing that's gonna happen. You go to PWG, I'm fucking throwing this guy into the crowd, and it was just like, wow,
awesome.
Oh, it's spectacular.
So, was that like your first? Was that your first show, or when was your first
PWG show? Yeah.
Like what year was that? Did you say that was like 3 years ago?
Well, whatever year it was when it was supposed to be Paul London and Bryan Danielson versus the Bucks in the main event of the tournament, but it ended up being Roderick Strong and Bryan Danielson versus the Bucks because Paul London got hurt. Ooh. And I remember, I think it was that same show. It was like Joey Ryan versus Chris Hero for the PWG title, and I just remember Hero being on the apron, and Joey gave him a super kick from the inside to the outside, and Hero without looking or telling, because usually they'll kind of warn people if they're going to fall into the crowd, without saying a word, Hero just like dive bombed into the crowd. And it's just like, this is spectacular, and I must come to every show. I think I've only missed maybe 2 or 3 shows since then, so it's been like 2 or 3 years. But if anybody out there has ever never heard of them, you need to go check them out, especially on their YouTube channel. They're spectacular, and PWG is what I am thankful for.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was on that side, I swear I would check them out. No
yeah,
joke,
I've even brought people that aren't wrestling fans that immediately, like, they're still not wrestling fans, but they're PWG fans. I think that's pretty spectacular.
So, Bomber, what are you thankful for? This is going to be a surprise.
Oh, god damn it. See, now I wish I went first. First of all, because yours was terrible, Peanut. Second of all, because now I'm going to look like a goddamn copycat. Son of a bitch. We should have organized this before we did.
You were the one who had a nervous breakdown.
It wasn't nervous. It was just I didn't want to have to, go off first and be weak. Because obviously I'm picking, the Attitude Era. No, joke. That was a joke. CZW is, of course, I know anybody's listening just turn their feed off or whatever. But no, CZW, I'm going to make it quick. I got into it at the very beginning, 1998, 1999. And it is easily, if it wasn't for CZW, no joke, I don't know if I'd still be, watching wrestling, paying attention to wrestling anymore. That's no lie right there. Because they still have some, even though everybody says it's terrible, they still have some very good matches. They had a show last night, actually. I didn't get it on the iPay-per-view, but I read the results and saw what happened. Apparently, New Jack made his return to the Combat Zone. That sounds terrible.
I hate New Jack.
I do too. He I'm not going to name the not local guys, but the CCW regulars because nobody probably knows them. Matt Tremont, anybody know that guy?
Nope.
Exactly. Nope. But main event though, Masada, which is the CZW champion, versus Davey Richards. Heard of him?
How'd that go? I heard that Davey was going to be in one of their shows, and a lot of people were really surprised that he took the booking for it.
Yeah. I saw some pictures and stuff, and apparently there was a shitload of people there from what I saw. They lined around the building.
Even though Davey seems like he's a bit of a douchebag in real life, he's still a draw because, even though I don't really care for a lot of the things he seems to do to promoters, he's still awesome in the ring. He's one of my favorite wrestlers on the indie scene.
Yeah, and apparently, I'm looking at some of the tweets that took place last night, and here's one. Basically, it says Masada won after Richards admitted that he doesn't care for CZW, and it's garbage wrestling.
Well, it's
pretty accurate.
After the match, he said that on the mic, or he said
no,
said
before
that,
the match.
Interview? Oh no, that makes sense then, because that's really cool. Because that's he's coming into like going into ECW.
I was wrong. Sorry.
Oh,
that was
after
the match. Yes, after the match.
Oh, okay, then that's dumb, and that's unless the booker wanted him to say it, that's really low and stupid of him.
Yeah.
See, going into the match, that would have been awesome. Like, get on the mic, cut a promo, and just say like, everybody here, rednecks, this is like garbage crap wrestling, and then have the champion like beat you clean. That's a really good pop, and everybody's happy, and good heel. But yeah, that seems like Richard's style. All this stuff comes out about him just being like such a dude with like huge ego and just fucking over certain promoters with like money issues, and it sucks. It sucks that he's like that, but oh well.
But yeah, and the one thing I was afraid about last night is Sami Callihan's rumored to be I can't find the results anywhere about that particular moment, but he was addressing the fans. There's rumors of him leaving CZW. And I know he just had a tryout match.
Yeah, there's rumors of him going to WWE, isn't it?
Yep, late October he had a tryout match with WWE, and he addressed the fans last night, but I can't find what he said.
He's one of the people I could easily see getting signed because he's so unique, but like
he's small.
Like,
he's great.
Type of thing, yeah. Wonder what crappy name they'd give him though.
Man, I'm afraid.
Maybe they gave him the name Fandango.
Fandango. You hold on. You hold on. I'm getting.
We're not ready for a transition yet, guys.
I'm gonna get to that first of all. Yeah, because I got some. Because anyway, first of all, no, they better not fuck his name because they didn't do too bad. Like John Moxley, they gave him Dean Ambrose.
This is a good one, but I have a feeling he picked it. Just like
probably.
Like, Hero's name is awful, by the way, but I'm sure he picked that because that's just Cassius Ono.
That's
It's the last name that throws me off because it's just like, it has the Japan influence. I'm sure he was going for that, but like, you're not Japanese, bro. Like,
yeah,
I like him a lot. Hero's easily like my top, 2 or 3 independent guys before he went to WWE, and I have high hopes for him. But like, oh no, like that's literally his catchphrase. It's like, I'm gonna hit you with the elbow. Oh no, like, oh god. I think of his what was that guy from Family Guy that goes, oh no.
Oh, Bruce. Are you talking about Bruce?
I don't remember.
The gay guy? The gay guy?
Yeah, the gay guy. Oh,
yeah, I think his name is Bruce. Oh, my God. But no. Man. Oh, but, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. See, everybody gives CZW a bad rap. They've made so many, like, of these guys that are coming out now and they've come out in the past that they've had some really good guys that made their name in CZW. And
I don't know if Hero made his name in CZW, though.
Yes.
I would say Hero. I'd say he was more of an IWL guy.
He was, I wouldn't say just strictly CZW, but when he was starting to reach, like, where he's going somewhere, he got almost CZW, and that's where he, like, peaked. While he was wrestling with CZW and other companies. But same with Claudio. When they were teaming up, they were in 3 companies at once. That's when they exploded they were known in the complete indies during that time frame. They were Chikara, CZW, and what other tag team champions were they?
Well, they were in PWG at the time too.
Were they the tag team champs at the time?
I don't know if they were in Ring of Honor. I thought Ring of Honor, their tag title run in Ring of Honor was really the thing that got WWE's attention at least.
It might have been Ring of Honor. I know they were champions of 3 companies at once, and
they were champions for Ring of Honor for like a year.
It might have been Ring of Honor. It might have been him.
Yeah, I think Hero is more like all over the place made though, because he's just like he was like an indie worker hustling it.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, and that's awesome. But like guys like Sanjay Dutt, I mean, I know he's not like a fucking name, but he's still. I am excited when I see him in TNA still to this day.
He's good. He's a good worker. He's a case of TNA gave him a horrible fucking gimmick and it just killed his chances there.
Guru was horrendous.
I was dumb. Yeah, I was really dumb.
But I'm telling you, Sammy's going to go somewhere. He's a small dude, I know. He's small, but he fucking is awesome. Adam Cole right now, who he started in CZW, and now he's moved on. He's the current Ring of Honor television champion, and everybody's loving him. I know the guys on Ringside Report, they talk about him all the time. And that motherfucker started with CZW. Fuck everybody else. Come on now.
Yeah, but was he doing hardcore matches? No, so he couldn't have been a CZW guy.
Exactly. That's what everybody says.
He's fighting Steen for the PWG title at the next show that I'm going to on. It's on the 1st. And I like him. I liked him when he was in the tag team with O'Reilly. But I like him much better on his own. He's a really good, like cheap ass. He almost reminds me of like a Chris Jericho heel. He's really good.
Yeah, I mean, and of course my man Drake Younger. I know he's kind of nearing his. He doesn't want to stay in it much longer because he's got his family and everything. But he's doing an awesome late run right now. His final run.
Yeah, I think he's capable once he stops doing like any of the hardcore stuff. Though I think since he's living in California now, I could see him still working like California indie feds, but he probably doesn't want to keep flying out there and doing tours and stuff. He's probably one of those guys that once he retires from CZW, that just means like I'm retiring from anything in California and I'm still gonna do the occasional California indie fed.
He moved to California.
No, I misquoted. I meant like he'll keep wrestling.
Oh, okay.
Things that are like local that he can like drive to, but I bet he probably just doesn't want to leave his family for long stretches.
Yeah, because I know he's actually, Human Tornado also I believe returned to Combat Zone anyway. Oh, anyway.
Really? He's wrestling again?
That's what it said.
When he was at PWG, he was always stoned out of his mind. I still see him in the crowd sometimes. He's just really high, sitting there watching people wrestle. It's weird.
Yep, but yeah, basically CZW. I'm excited that there's another show that's given Chikara a little view. They're called the Ringside Report. They're the Ring of Honor show on the network. They're going to be giving Chikara a little review soon, and they said they're going to be doing CZW too, and I'm excited about that. They better bring this guy on just for a little guest appearance. I want to be there. But CZW, I know I drug that out way too long. Sorry, but CZW's the reason why I still watch wrestling right now. Very thankful. Did Peanut leave?
I think he's dead.
God, he probably got mad when he tried to transition to our next topic, and we're like, "No, you hold on a minute."
No, hey, fuck you.
Peanut, just say what you were saying earlier. I know it doesn't make any relevance, right? Yep, yes, no reference now. Do it.
Yep, professional.
God damn. Peanut.
I think he fell asleep. He's done it before.
It's like in the middle of the day.
Yeah, well, I mean, I kept like waking up and being like, I don't want to be awake, and I kept going back to sleep. It was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I know for you it's still kind of not early, but.
Nah, 1 o'clock is like my morning.
Yeah, mine too, but. Peanut! Well.
Alright. I say we just carry on without him.
Carry on without him?
If he comes back in, fuck it. You and I are the ones that talk the most anyway. Let's go.
That's true. Well, we were going to talk about Mr. Fandango. I don't think he had much to say about it anyway, besides his little transition he was trying to work in there.
Yeah, no, Peanut vanished, so let's talk about Fandango, which is everybody's saying it's Johnny Curtis, right? That's his name?
That's what I heard. Yep.
What do you think about him?
Well, I mean, they say that, but mainly because he did do a little house show with.
Okay, and it was him. Okay.
Yeah, in October, I think October 20-something, against Sammy Callahan. That's why Pino was trying to make this transition. That was Sammy's tryout match.
What were the reports of like how he was doing with the character? Anybody like actually know what the character's going to be about?
From what I read, it said that he pretty much squashed Sammy, but
yeah.
They said he looks to be like a tango dancer or something, or some kind of.
Oh no!
Yeah, that's what they said. He looks to be some kind of dancer.
Oh no, that never works. I remember. What was his name? Something Gabriel, the one that was with Alicia Fox on the ECW brand way back in the day, and he was like a dancer. Oh man, dancing gimmicks don't work. I think he has a chance of making it work. Because he's really funny. Have you seen any of his NXT stuff?
I haven't seen any of. I wish Rab was here. He knows all NXT, but I haven't.
Well, his character on there was his catchphrase kind of says it all. He says like, "Let's get weird." His catchphrase. So because they for like a year it was a three-way angle between Curtis. Who's the dude that looks like the guy from Saturday Night Live?
The guy for which guy?
What the hell's his name? I always forget his name. He looks like Andy Samberg from Saturday Night Live or something like that.
He's in
and Caitlyn, and it was like a three-way love triangle, and the whole thing was Johnny Curtis was like he'd hit on her, but he's super creepy about it. Like he would just ask them to do really weird things, and of course like his catchphrase again, like let's get weird, and he'd like rub like kind of like Joey Ryan rub stuff on his chest in front of her and stuff, and just he's really creepy, but he's really good at it. So I hope it's not just a dancing gimmick. I hope like he goes over the top with it and it's kind of like a womanizing creepy dance guy, because then it would be awesome. But if it's just a dance gimmick, that's not good.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. There was an article posted about him on WWE. I'm looking right now. It had like 4 things. It said one of them like he was an international spy or something. It said I don't know if this is just corny like comedy stuff for the site, but one was like he's a spy. One was he's Brodus Clay's dance instructor was one of them. I'm trying to find it. Where's he at? Mr. Fandango.
It's hard to find him too because you're just gonna bring up the movie shit.
I have his little trailer comes up.
Yeah. Oh, was
There
there
it
somebody? This is completely random. Was there somebody that I was on the SmackDown? There was some new coming soon vignette for some guy.
On SmackDown? I didn't see SmackDown. I'm not sure.
I saw little preview pictures of it. He looked really different.
Was it like a big dude, small dude?
Yeah, a guy with like long hair and he's really ripped. I don't know. Maybe I just saw something I didn't.
That sounds like a WWE guy.
Yeah, it does. But Fandango, man, I want to know more about him though. So that's good. I mean, they're doing that right. Like that popped up and I was like, I instantly need to know who this person is and what he's doing.
It says right here. It says an international spy, a magician, a foreign prince. I don't know what that's about. Brodus Clay's dance instructor and an online ticket service for WWE studio films. I don't know what that's about either.
I think they're just taking guesses. I think an international spy named Fandango would be fucking spectacular.
Yeah, and it references Bond too.
Yeah, it's
Whole
all
thing.
cool. I can see it happening. Maybe he acts like a Bond villain or something.
It says fabulous, angelic, noble, dapper, astonishing, naughty, graceful, and outstanding, which is Fandango.
Well, thank you for describing me, Bomber.
Where the fuck have you been?
My brother came in and I just muted my mic. Sorry about that one. But I'm back, of course.
Yeah,
and
thank
What do you got to say about Fandango? We've been talking about him.
I actually don't know too much about him, but I was watching a. It's probably that one guy who's. They had another. He's a dancer, right? Fandango's a dancer.
Yes, we just talked about Johnny Curtis.
Well, no, not. I mean, like. Well, maybe it's him. I was thinking that other guy who was. He was like lasted like a month. It was like in 2008. You remember him? I don't know what his name was, but he was.
Oh,
he had
the dancing one, ECW.
Oh, the one that we were talking about.
All right, covered it. Yeah, so maybe it's just him. They're trying to bring it back.
About it. But yeah, it's right. Like that's horrible if that's exactly what they're trying to do.
I'm
surprised. I remember he didn't work at all. The only time it worked was when they had that Mark Henry segment where he came in and was Santa Claus. You don't remember that one?
No, the best dancer of all time is The Godfather. That's it. Done.
Godfather wasn't really dancer though.
That wasn't his gimmick, but he would come out there and he would do the little dance and stuff.
Yeah, but if you had taken the hose away from Godfather, he never would have gotten over ever.
Oh.
Nobody would give him a fuck.
Oh, yeah. How can you be the Godfather without the hose? I mean, come on.
Exactly. Like they should have put Norman Smiley with the hose, and then I would have loved it.
God, fuck yeah.
The wiggle.
Oh my God. Norman Smiley was WCW. Just want to put that out there.
Oh, I loved him. I don't know. I mean, you sound like you didn't like him. He was always one of my personal favorites.
No, I loved him in like the hardcore matches.
Yeah. Oh yeah, where he'd come out and like he was in his little trunks and he'd have like a helmet.
Yeah, he would like wear like sporting, like he'd wear like football helmets and he'd come out in baseball uniforms and shit.
And he was always in his little yellow Speedo though, regardless of what other stuff he was wearing.
Oh yeah, terribly awesome is Norman Smiley.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fandango. I don't know. I want to give him a chance. I know I've heard a lot of people on the network were saying that I think they're pretty excited for him. So I don't know.
I just predict him not to last. Like, I mean, I hope he does. It seems like it could be interesting, but I just don't think he would.
Yeah,
this is something that WWE will quickly like. Nah, he's not getting over.
It's like a Brodus Clay kind of like he's gonna come out and get a big push.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it will work, maybe it won't. But I just think, my opinion, it's not gonna work, and they're just gonna drop it. So it'll be useless.
Possibly, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm just the whole thing out of that I read. The very first thing was I would have never saw about that house show if it wasn't for Sammy. He was fighting. His tryout. Yeah. But yeah, so glad you're back, Peanut. Good job.
Yeah, so now do your job and move the show along.
Yeah.
Well, it was nice for Bomber to actually introduce me. But next, we're going to talk about the TNA Turning Point, TNA Impact Turning Point. The
pay-per-view tonight.
The pay-per-view that's tonight. We're going to talk about the results.
Graceful, Peanut.
What?
Tonight for us, but Wednesday for everybody else that's listening.
Yeah, so you guys already can see it. So
yeah, anybody we're recording this at where I'm at right now. It's 5:30 and the pay-per-view comes on at 8.
Nope, 5:29 and 42 seconds. 5:29.
So by the time this airs, obviously the pay-per-view is going to be over, and we haven't seen it yet. So I say we just do like a kind of a prediction thing, and we'll see how terribly wrong we were by the time.
Let's do it.
This airs. That's what I'm thinking we should do. Seeing how it's TNA, why not?
Yeah. Like who's been actually watching TNA? I haven't watched a fucking thing, so I'm gonna be shooting in the dark.
Yeah, I've been watching it a little bit. While I've been at work, I've turned it on at in my little I wouldn't say office, but my desk.
Yeah. Well, I watched what is it? The pre-bell that you always advertise on.
Did you watch the Before the Bell, the whole thing?
No.
Oh, son of a bitch. By the way,
but,
if you're listening, Before the Bell, go out and watch it. The best thing TNA does.
Pre-bell, yeah. But I guess the first match on the card is Joseph Park versus Doc from the Aces of 8 or End 8, whatever the hell it is.
Aces and 8. Jesus, Peanut, the biggest thing they got going on. You can't even say their name right.
Bomber.
First, the Doc guy is the guy. I don't know his name. It's the dude from
Eric Bischoff.
Who? No, it's not Eric Bischoff. No, it's the guy that was CM Punk's bodyguard back in the day when he was straight edge, when he did a straight edge shaven head.
Luke Gallows.
Luke Gallows. There it is. I can never get his name. Never get his name.
So that would be awful then.
So Festus, yeah.
His name is Doc, and he's like the professor of chaos. That's his thing.
That sounds terrible.
Joseph Park is like the lawyer, right?
Joseph Park, yeah. Obviously, that's Abyss. Anybody for you? I don't know if you guys are aware of that, but that's Abyss mask on. Or supposed to be his brother. Storyline wise, that's his brother.
Yeah, the thing with would be awesome about Luke Gallows is Abyss goes and and I'm gonna always call him Abyss, by the way. I can't call him whatever the other retarded name they have is, but I can't believe they took him from awesome character Abyss, which is one of my favorite Impact TNA people they've ever created, and then turned him into a stupid lawyer. But yeah. The thing with Doc would be awesome with Luke Gallows' character is if he pulls off his mask and he's Festus again. That would be badass. He's the mullet and he's doing the face, and all of a sudden you hear biscuits and gravy here.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude! That was. Wait a minute, that's that same guy?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Festus.
No fucking way.
Because when Punk revealed him as Gallows, he said that Festus was on drugs, and that Punk got him clean, and then that's why he was acting retarded because he had an addiction.
Oh my God. See, I was a little out of touch at that point in time. Holy shit!
That's why I made the.
I didn't know that. That is awesome.
Jesse and Festus.
I wonder whatever happened to Jesse. Pretty sure he got hit by.
He became a gangster.
Yeah.
And dropped it real quick.
Oh yeah, it only lasted a couple of months and he was gone.
Yeah, they did a couple things with Crime Time, and people were like, "Nope, get rid of the cornrows." But
oh yeah.
Yeah, he had cornrows, but Did you pick someone? I don't even remember.
I don't even care, so I'm just gonna go with. They're probably gonna give it to the Aces and 8 guy. I assume Luke Gallows is probably gonna win.
Yeah. I'm gonna pick him just because. I mean, they're Aces and 8s. They're gonna have people coming out in the match probably, so it's gotta happen. That's what's gonna happen. Marking it down. It's gonna happen in a couple hours, but we're saying it's gonna happen.
All right. This next matchup though is ODB and Eric Young.
Oh, awesome. Yes.
Versus she's Victoria, right?
Yeah, Tara.
Tara is Victoria.
Tara,
whatever
way you say it.
And Jesse.
Jesse from Big Brother, by the way. Just want to put that out there.
Okay.
He's the guy from Big Brother. In case anytime his name's announced, it is followed by from Big Brother.
So, do you think that Jesse from Big Brother is going to win? Or
they're the Hollywood's biggest couple, I think, is what they dub themselves.
Interesting.
Yep. No, for the love of God, it better be ODB and Eric Young. First of all, Eric Young is one of my favorite TNA
superstars. Oh my God, I hate him so
much.
No. I fucking can't stand him.
You can't stand, dude. What?
I can't. There's not one thing about him that I enjoy. He is the epitome of somebody who's getting into the ring and trying too hard. He just tries way too hard to be funny, and he is not fucking funny at all.
I was never a big fan of him.
Oh my God! The only time I ever liked him was when he was the leader of World Elite. That's it. That's the only time I ever cared for him. I really liked him then, and then he went back to the stupid bullshit eating crap out of trash cans and look at me, I'm so wacky. I'm Eric Young. Smile, woo!
I was never a big fan of him. I never hated him, and I never liked him. I was just whatever.
I am ashamed in you guys right now.
That I know.
You watch CZW.
He is.
Like,
no, fuck you. No, he is Santino.
Yeah, exactly. That's his problem. Is name a time.
You don't like Santino either?
No. Well, no. See, let me say here. Name a time in his career where he wasn't just imitating somebody from WWE and trying to like get off of their fame.
What?
Because he went through the Hurricane phase. That was fucking dumb. Then he went through the only time like when he was in like Team Canada, but he was a rookie, so you can't really like say he was doing anything really.
Yeah.
And then he did like the World Elite. Well, he was just trying to be like your typical like WWE heel, basically. And but I liked that though. I thought he was good at it.
Yeah, he was good.
But the Hurricane thing. But then now he's just like Santino Marella. That's it. He's the Impact Zones in Santino Marella. But at least Santino is good at being Santino.
Oh God.
Oh my God! I can't
You did not like the "Don't Fire Eric" little gimmick that he was doing back in the day, where they were going to fire somebody and he was like, "Don't fire Eric."
The first time I knew I was gonna hate him was when he had broken apart from Team Canada and he was coming out and he was getting scared by his own pyro, and that infuriated me. Like, oh my God, my pyro scares me every time. Do you all be my fans? Like fuck you.
No,
Eric.
how can you in the same podcast say you love Norman Smiley and then you go straight into you hate
Norman Smiley was the first Norman Smiley. Santino Marella was the first Santino Marella. Freaking Eric Young is just the second Santino Marella, and he's a cheap version of him.
Oh,
okay.
Obviously, I'm not gonna win this fight, I guess.
I just like the time where like one of the examples I'll say like of current Eric Young that I can't stand is when he's in the ring and they're doing like a tag match. Him and ODB tag a lot, and he'll just like all of a sudden he gets in the ring and he tags in the ref. Oh, it's so wacky because the ref's not in the match. The one time he arm wrestled his opponent instead of wrestling him.
See, and you know how funny that is. Peanut's laughing.
I'm laughing at the invitation.
Purple thong, because guys don't wear purple thongs unless you're Scott Steiner.
Well, it's obvious that Eric.
All right. Well, who's gonna win the match? All right.
But Eric Young. So whoever they're fighting, those people should win.
Since the Divas titles are not on the line that ODB and Eric Young hold. No, I say Divas. Sorry, Knockouts. Sorry.
Okay.
The Knockouts titles
Makes
that they
sense.
hold, tag team titles. It's gonna have to be Tara and Jesse from Big Brother.
Okay.
That's what I'm going with.
The next matchup, though, is the X Division Championship match with Mr. Thursday Night RVD versus Joey Ryan.
Yeah.
No interest?
Ryan is getting slaughtered. I think RVD is like their new, not easy to work with, does whatever he wants, crushes people guy, and they're just keeping him around because he's RVD. Like what he did to Zima Ion was bullshit, pure and simple.
Yeah.
You've got to agree with me there, Bomber. Like
I agree.
He didn't help him out at all. He just made him look like shit and crushed him.
Yep. Yeah, after Zion went through everybody in the entire X Division at the time.
It kind of reminds me of, remember when Chyna won the women's title and was just like crushing all the women? That's exactly what this is for RVD. It's like a belt he doesn't need, and he's just making everybody else look like shit, and he's not helping anybody else out. At least I always say like Angle. I always think he's kind of a crazy person in real life, but at least when Angle fights people, he always makes them look good with him. It's always like a mutual thing. Like you can't fight Kurt Angle and not look spectacular. That's like one of the few Eric Young matches I remember liking was when he fought Eric Young once, and I was like, wow, Eric Young actually looked really good, but I'm like, oh, wait a minute, he's winning there with Kurt Angle, so that's exactly why he looks amazing. But RVD is just squashing everyone. I hate RVD now. He used to be one of my favorite guys.
Yeah. I am not completely familiar with the Joey Ryan guy, but everybody has been giving him, he's good, and he's a good worker and everything.
Yeah, he's solid. I mean, he's just not, he's not like, I mean, he's been wrestling for I think like 12 years or maybe even more, and he's okay, but he's a nice mid-carder at best, lower carder for the most part, and he's a super nice guy. I've even talked to him before. He's really cool, but he's just not like a main event level talent.
No, he's gonna be a bottom guy. Well, not bottom guy, but mid at best, yeah.
Yeah.
But
okay.
If I had to pick one, I would go RVD as well. I mean, plus he just won the title, so I don't see him losing it right away to Joey Ryan.
Right? Interesting. The next matchup, though, is in a feature Kurt Angle versus
God.
Devon.
Oh, what? That's a pay-per-view.
That is a pay-per-view match that's happening.
Wow.
That is real.
Give me more Eric Young, please.
You just said everyone looks good with Angle, but
they do, but I mean like I remember what was it that Angle fought like Great Khali once. I'm saying Angle makes them look like gold to their fullest potential.
Yeah.
So that doesn't mean his match with Eric Young was spectacular. I'm just saying he made Eric Young look much better than usual.
Gotcha.
And Devon is my least favorite TNA guy.
Really?
Easily. I can't stand Devon. I think Eric Young at least can work, and he's still moving around. Devon just looks like he's slow. Just he always looks like he's like that old, like, what is it, 1940s fat strong guy physique.
Mm-hmm.
God, he's terrible. Without Bubba, he's nothing.
Speaking of Bubba, by the way, after we go through this card, you'll notice that Bubba does not have a match. Or I say Bubba, I mean Bully Ray, but
Yeah, he'll get involved with something. It's probably gonna be this one.
yeah, it's probably gonna be this match. He's gonna come out and try to cause Devon to lose. I think Devon's gonna win. I think Devon, obviously, because aces and eights, but Devon's gonna win. I would almost bank on it.
Ugh, gross. I'm just gonna go with Angle because I don't like Devon. I'm not trying to win this prediction war.
Yeah.
I think we're doing pretty good so far. But
We were doing good until we heard Eric Young's bad. God,
right,
so disappointed.
the
I'm
next
sure
match
Rab would agree with me.
I
What?
fucking can't stand Eric Young.
But moving on.
Oh, wait a minute. I just got tagged, but I'm going to run around the ring and give hugs to the fans because I'm so wacky.
Exactly.
Fuck him.
That's why he's great.
Stupid.
That's why he sucks. But the next matchup is a television championship matchup versus the champion Samoa Joe, and he's facing
Magnus.
Magnus.
You don't know who Magnus is?
I do.
Okay. Well, let's hear your thoughts. So we've been talking. What are your thoughts on this match, Peanut?
I like Samoa Joe.
Okay.
He's quick.
He's quick. Okay.
He's good. He's talented.
Yeah, he's arguably. That's arguable.
He's okay.
He's all right. Yeah.
I say he retains. That's my in-depth.
Which title is this for? The TV?
Yeah.
And then Joe's is a champion.
Oh,
yeah?
I should add
Joe's champ.
the no disqualification.
Yeah, no DQ.
So this has been building and brewing for a while because the last I heard they were tag team, so I assume they broke up and this is a thing.
Yeah, they actually fought each other at the last pay-per-view as well, where Joe won.
Okay.
But yeah.
All right, so I guess Peanut's done talking if he just stops saying words. Bomber, you go.
Bomber. Oh no, these guys put on well, in my mind, a really good match at Bound for Glory. I thought it was really nice. They have really good chemistry in the ring. They're really good. I wouldn't think. I'm not the biggest Magnus fan. I'm also not the biggest Joe fan, but they put on some really good stuff. Joe puts on good matches, but I don't know if it's just TNA not using him right or not getting him like a real gimmick besides his little Samoan gimmick, but I'm not into Samoa Joe. I enjoy his matches, but I'm not into him. But I'm afraid to say Joe retains. I mean, he hasn't been champ that long. He won it just not too long ago, but Magnus also, they're trying to push him quite far, it seems like, but I really don't know who to pick for the match. But you know what? Since it's happened in a couple hours anyway, I'm just going to do it anyway. You ready? Samoa Joe is going to make him tap out. Why not? Because he's a submission guy.
I could tell you why I don't like Samoa Joe all that much anymore. Because, like, were you with me? Did you like him when he was in Ring of Honor? I thought he was spectacular when he was doing the Ring of Honor stuff.
Ring of Honor fan. I was there when he was CZW was feuding with Ring of Honor.
Okay, I loved his stuff in Ring of Honor. I thought he was like easily the best thing Ring of Honor ever created on their own.
Yeah.
And the thing that happened with him though, I think he's just lazy now. I think he's kind of like what RVD does in that he knows he has a secure job. Mm-hmm. He doesn't want to take a lot of risks and he doesn't want to work as hard as he used to, and that's commendable. I mean, I will never go after a guy for wanting to prolong his career and still put on okay matches, but not like as great as he used to put on. Mm-hmm. But he's just kind of content in TNA, and I don't think he really has to work nearly as hard as he used to. And I think if he had kept his Ring of Honor type style, it would have shortened his career, but I think he would have gotten on WWE's radar as well, especially with so many of his friends there. I think WWE could have used him like a monster, but maybe it's because he's too short.
He had a couple, well, at least one match I know about for sure that he had over
He had
there.
a tryout, yeah.
Yeah, it didn't work too well, but
Yeah, I don't, who knows the inner workings of like why he didn't get in with them, especially when his best fucking friend is like the champion now.
yeah.
But I think he's just content where he is. And he's probably making a pretty good living doing TNA and doing like indies locally around there and stuff. But I'd pick Joe too, because I like Magnus. I remember being really disappointed when they broke up the team of Magnus and
Douglas Williams.
No, that was a good one too. But they were teasing the team of him and what's his name from Ring of Honor? Wolf, something.
Oh, Desmond Wolf.
Desmond Wolf.
Yeah.
I liked their little promos they were doing, like
Yeah.
while they were walking around the mall, and like I really liked them. But of course, whatever it is that stopped Desmond Wolf from wrestling happened that he won't tell people. Yet he's asking everybody to support his documentary and send him money, but he won't say exactly why he stopped wrestling. It has to be like AIDS or something. And
it has to be.
It has
the
to
only answer.
yeah, he came out and said it isn't. I'm like, well, then fucking tell me what it is. Jesus Christ. Like, stop teasing it. And that was really cool. And then they broke him up, and I was like, I'm like, I don't know. Magnus has potential, but that's what he is. He's just all potential. So I'm going to go with Joe.
That's right.
All right. Another title match on the card is Christopher Daniels, and Kazarian versus the people we talked about last episode.
Yep.
Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez.
God, I hate Chavo.
Hates
I wonder
Chavo.
who you're going with.
I can't. Well, of course, Chavo and Hernandez are probably going to win. They've got that talented team of Kazarian and Daniels, two guys I don't even really care for on their own, but together they're spectacular. And what do? Let's give it to Chavo, because he's a Guerrero and he's the future. I wouldn't be surprised if Chavo eventually went after the heavyweight title at a pay-per-view match.
Oh my God, no.
Completely oblivious to how unimportant Chavo Guerrero is to the wrestling industry.
No, I don't give TNA too much shit, but if they ever put him in a match for the world title, I will give them hell.
I never would have thought TNA would hype up them signing Chavo Guerrero as if they had signed Jesus to resurrect at one of their pay-per-views, but they fucking did it, didn't they? So I could see them easily doing that.
No way.
He's a main event guy,
They make disappointing decisions, but they don't make. Well, I would hope to think they wouldn't make that disappointing of a decision.
I don't know. It's the same company that put a guy who was high and drunk in the ring with a legend called Sting. And had
that was
10-second.
They had to get the bow off of him. They couldn't just strip him.
They could, but what they had to do was send Sting out and be like, "Hey, let's see, Samoa Joe. Hey, Kurt Angle. Fuck it, let's get it." All they had to do was literally send out one of their whoever the power guy was at the time and be like, "Jeff Hardy hasn't been cleared to wrestle. We apologize, but now we're gonna give you Kurt Angle versus Sting." Boom, there you go. People would have been mad, but at least they would have gotten a match.
True.
Mm-hmm.
TNA makes poor decisions. I'm telling you, I'm calling it. Next year, Chavo Guerrero goes for the heavyweight title on a pay-per-view main event.
I hope to God not. I hope. No.
Oh, Chavo, TNA champion.
Oh my God.
Ah, God. So, prediction-wise, I guess.
Picking Chavo.
Chavo. Yeah. Chavo Hernandez. I don't know why, but
Warriors.
they will win. Mark it down. It's gonna happen.
Okay.
As you're listening to this, they're still champions.
Interesting.
Gross.
The next matchup, though, I heard is I know it's a number one contenders match, but I heard if the two people who lose cannot get a title match for a year.
Yeah, they can't get back into the title scenes from what I got off of Impact Thursday. What?
So it is a triple threat. It's between James Storm, Bobby Roode, and AJ Styles.
Yeah, three people that all should be.
These should be the company's front runners.
AJ Styles is definitely going to lose, and they're going to...
Yeah, I don't see him winning.
Three TNA originals there.
Yeah.
Roode's not original, but
how is this like a win-win situation for TNA? Like how does this make people first of all want to buy the pay-per-view? They're like, oh wow, maybe one of my favorite guys won't get a title shot for a year. I've got to tune in and find out. No one's gonna say that. Not one person fucking say that. And then they've just fucked themselves because then they have all those people that aren't gonna be able to challenge for the title. It's I don't get where the booking came from. Also, didn't James Storm just beat Bobby Roode like was that Bound for Glory and like a really like awesome street fight match? Why is it he has to earn a number one contendership match when he just beat the shit out of Bobby Roode and finally won? Shouldn't that just put him in line for a title shot?
Yeah, well, somewhat, yeah. But I mean, what happens if Roode loses this match? No, for real, because as Aries was champion, he was no longer like he had the rule that he couldn't fight for the title while Aries was champ.
Yeah.
Now, and that was for a little good while. Now what happens if he gets in this match and he fucking loses again?
Yeah, and like they could easily send Hogan out, and Hogan could be like, "Well, AJ Styles' brother gets a title shot anyway." But then you're just fucking over the whole point. I'd said off recording to you guys that remember when they did the Angle retirement angle, which sounds really weird. Kurt Angle retirement angle, and where like if he loses this triple threat, then he's got to retire, and then a matter of like 2 months later or something, he's already back competing again.
Oh yeah.
And it just devalued the entire point. Like, why did they even throw that in? They thought like it would add some drama or something, but it doesn't really add drama. Like, you've got these excellent wrestlers. They're gonna put on a great match. Oh yeah, it's gonna be match of the show or show of the match of the show. There you go. And what was the point of throwing in this stipulation that just hurts everybody?
Yeah, the stipulation. Because I can see all of those guys at any point during next year should be fighting for the world title.
Yeah, like a year in advance, you can't.
Do that,
book like a year in advance. You can't know what if like 4 people that are really important get hurt and then all they have is Bobby Roode to challenge for the title and then they're just gonna have to break their little thing and it's either way though I'm picking James Storm because I think they've been teasing it for a while from what the results that I've read. I think James Storm and Jeff Hardy are gonna get into a thing, which actually sounds really interesting to me.
No, I mean that sounds good.
But Bomber, who do you?
Based on what I said earlier, I don't think Roode is a main event worthy heel for TNA. I think he does really good as a heel, and I think if they screw him over again, prevent him from getting the title, that's no way they're going to do that. I think AJ can go without going for the title because he's AJ. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to do it to Roode again like this, so I'm going to say Roode right now is going to be the number one contender.
Right.
That's what I got. No way they do it to him twice like that.
Well, their main event from TNA Turning Point is a ladder match for their heavyweight championship. It's Austin Aries versus the champion, the charismatic Enigma, I'm a Creature, Jeff Hardy.
Yeah, and if you're listening to this, I watched the pay-per-view tonight, which is going to be happening in about 2 hours. And this is definitely going to be match of the night. If you're listening to this was match of the night. You're crazy if you thought the triple threat match is going to beat this match. This is going to be a good match.
I mean, it's going to be great. I just don't think it's going to be as good as the triple threat match. But both the guys are great. But I don't. The reason being that I say that it gets nudged out is because I will say with almost 100% certainty Jeff Hardy's winning. So there's to me there's no what if. With that triple threat though, I could easily see them giving the win to one of the other guys instead of James Storm. Mm-hmm. So to me, if I'm watching the match, I don't know who's going to win. That makes the match instantly 100 times better.
True. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. Hardy, there's no reason for him. I like Aries, but no reason for him to lose in his own match, just won the title at Bound for Glory not long ago. And he's going to be the top face for a while, I think. So, with the title. Yeah, there's no way Hardy's going to actually lose the match. What about you, Peanut? Who do you think's going to win?
Oh, Jeff Hardy, easily. Not even.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, you're a creature.
I'm a creature. Huge creature.
Forgot about that little tidbit. Next time we do a podcast, you better have face paint on.
Who, me?
Yeah, like over you better when you close your eyes, I better see your eyes still open.
I do that. Right now. I got my face paint. I knew as soon as you were like, let's do TNA. I got my marker out and I just started doodling on my face. But
I don't doubt it.
That's it. That is it for now. I think we did pretty good with our little post prediction thing.
Yeah,
air.
Obviously, if you're listening, of course the pay-per-view already happened, and all our predictions were right, except the ones where we picked different people. I think I'm gonna have 100% on this. Yep.
There's no hardcore matches, so
there are
struggled.
You know
here.
what?
Well,
anytime Joseph Park's in a match, there's gonna be some kind of weapon used. Abyss, if you want to say Abyss.
What, a briefcase? Is he gonna bring?
He might. Motherfucker, you watch. This has already happened. I bet you every single person listening, he used a fucking weapon, didn't he? Yes, he did. Boom.
Okay.
Just to prove you wrong, Peanut. Fucking
I guess that's it.
Professor of fucking chaos. When I heard that, I was like, wrong. This is terrible.
All right.
But, we plan on having Rob back. Rob. I just said Rob. Rab back as soon as possible. His work is like kind of screwing him over, so he's working 12 straight days. Couldn't be on the show again.
Nah, he's just a little bitch. He could find some time. Jeez.
Or that. He did go see the James Bond film last night.
Oh yeah, see James. Oh, that was really good, by the way. James.
But yeah, so hopefully have him back soon. He's good stuff. It's fun. But
now we are going to jump into our plugs. Bomber, do you want to do your plug thing?
Do I want to do the plug thing? Okay. Sure. Why not? First of all, TNA. TNA. TWRnetwork.com just launched the brand new website that, by the way, that I put together in case you were wondering. Have you seen it yet, Rami? Have you seen it?
I'll look at it right now.
You go look at it right now. Here we go.
One though, by the way. So I mean, it couldn't do anything other than just get better.
Here we go. First Instinct. What is it?
Yeah, I like the Daniel Bryan and the Punk thing. That's cool.
There you go.
Uh-oh, it's playing audio somewhere, and I don't know how to turn it off.
It's on the homepage. Sorry, that's embedded. The other website was like that. So I put this one like it as well.
Yeah.
If you go down, we're featured. Like our we have a profile.
It says meet the hosts. There, it does 7 random hosts.
I'm not gonna be happy until they feature my penis, though. Like that needs to be a separate host. Like they're gonna say it's like hosted by Bomber, Peanut, Matt Zion, aka Rom, and Rom's penis. Once that happens, then awesome.
Hey, you know what? I'm the web guy. I can make it happen.
Make it
happen. I can
put like a picture of a black guy's penis.
That make no sense at all.
Yeah, it would look like almost like people will confuse my penis with like maybe a small animal, and then great.
There we go. It's gonna happen. Mark it down. I'm gonna get fired, by the way. But yeah. Basically, we got entire lineup of shows. If you're listening, you need to check them out. There's some good shows. Tuesday nights, The Rant, 9:00. AA Problem Child. There we go. Those guys are awesome. They talk about anything and everything. He's also from Florida, down there near Rab. AA is. Pretty sure they went to WrestleMania together. Not together, but
yeah, I think they went together actually. So they might actually be an item, but that's cool. I mean, I'm not judging.
Either way, it happens. It happens. Wednesday night, 7:30. Eastern. These are all Eastern times. I'm giving you people, by the way, just a heads up. It's us, Jabba Radio, me, Bomber, Matt Zion, Rab, and basically we got a good show. And Peanuts there too. I see you talking. Is your mic bad? Your mic's always bad. But no, seriously. Yeah, and right after us, they call it the double-sider. Do you guys know that? Have I told you guys that? This is called the double-sider.
No.
Wednesdays.
It should be the Jabba Radio.
Wait.
Jabba Radio Wednesdays.
Jabba Radio. Specifically debunk the show that comes on after us that everybody cares about? Yes, we'll do that. But no, it's Shooting from the Hip. One of my favorite shows. Second favorite show, actually, is what I'm going to say. I'm not going to tell you the first one. But Shooting from the Hip, good show, good guys. They got a guy named Sean, who is the guy in there that nobody likes. They got Dan Phelps. He's a good guy, good host. He's a top 5 host ever on that show. They also got Michael Classic, who I think Rab was wanting to punch in the face or something. I don't know why he didn't tell me, but yeah. That's a good show. Let's see. Thursdays, they got the TNT Wrestling Power Hour. They talk about everything NXT. Tyler and Tom. That's those guys. They're pretty good. I need to watch some more NXT. I know Rab always gets on me about it. Until they show Dean Ambrose, goddammit, I'm not watching NXT until he shows up. That's a quote.
I think he's in the doghouse for some reason.
I think he got shot.
Yeah, well, I mean, I shot at him, but he did the like Keanu Reeves Matrix thing because he's so fucking awesome.
He is fucking awesome. I love him. I still like Moxley name better. But anyway. Friday night is the Ringside Report, the Ring of Honor show, which they're going to be covering Chikara soon. And you know what? A little while after that, like I said, CZW. I'm not joking when I say I want to be a part of it. I will walk outside my, because I work during the show. I'll walk outside and I'll call in. I'll miss the 10 o'clock newscast. Who needs Fox News? I don't need Fox News.
Oh, Fox News is bullshit.
Yep. But after that, Friday, well, I should say Saturday, it is the Wrestling Randomness. The guy that Rom wants to finger his butthole, Jason.
I don't even remember that, but I assume that it sounds like something I would enjoy doing.
Yeah, he don't remember that, but he said he wanted to finger his butthole. Anyway,
right.
They got a couple other guys on there. Pretty good guys. His brother Justin, Justin, I said that right. And the new guy Shane that they just picked up. And they're good deal, good guys. They gave us a chance, by the way. Jason did. I like it. And the last show of the week, call-in show. Anybody you want, call in. William Morgan's host. Good stuff. Good week all around. Do it. Listen to it. All of it.
Interesting. I think you did better last week, just saying.
God damn it. Just sent a message like, we want some better stuff, guys. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do really good this time. But
well, yeah, I mean, I got the same memo. They were like Peanuts stepped it up, and Bombers, we're just gonna call him Bomber Bitch, because man, he is. His website design's awful. He likes touching little kids. I didn't say that, by the way. That's just them.
People are.
I must not be on the mailing list then. I don't know how that happened, but
I just don't think you're important enough to hate anymore. But Bomber is definitely being judged.
No, hey, you listen. People are kissing my feet. People have offered hand jobs. I'm just saying. I've got offered 3 or 4 hand jobs.
We don't need to know about what you do with little children. Okay?
No, we don't.
Please.
Rom, you can just cut them off. Go into your plug. Just cut them off.
Jesus Christ, Bomber. I mean, I'd like to plug anybody who is against child pornography. Fucking Bomber over here is just like... I mean, I went over to his house one time. He's got 4 computers that are packed with child pornography.
You know what? That's half true. I do have 4 computers, but there's no child porn.
That was a bad statement to start off with. You should have been like, no child porn. That's half true. Wait, no child porn, though.
True. I want to leave it open there.
That's half true. I have a lot of child porn, but not 4 computers.
No, where would I get 4 fucking computers from?
I just, just the usual plug is Reckless Eating. You can check us out on youtube.com/Reckless Eating. And, but it's way less interesting than child porn with Bomber.
I don't know. I like to watch some Reckless Eating. I've been posting some links. I'm trying to get some guys on the network to check it out. It's good stuff.
Yeah, they better, or else nothing will happen.
That is right.
If you guys don't throw up on the show, I just don't watch it.
Well, Peanut.
What's this shit?
I'm just kidding. I'm just joking around.
What are your plugs this week there, Peanut?
What?
I said, what are your plugs this week? Do you got any plugs?
No.
Nope.
No.
Peanut, you are the most... First of all, Zion, let me tell you something real quick. These guys... Peanut somehow is the most popular person on our show. I just want to tell you that. I listen to the other shows, and they talk about Peanut. Why do they talk about Peanut? I have no idea.
I'm the best. And
we talked about what we're thankful for, and the son of a bitch says himself. Takes 30 seconds. Hey, myself, done.
All the predictions too. He just ignores predicting a winner. It's just I'm Peanut and I like to eat roasted almonds.
Yeah, I mean, come on. But yeah, one guy actually said you know what, we want shooting from the hip. They said they want Peanut on the show. I was like, you got to be shitting me.
I think it's because they're gonna make fun of him.
Well, yeah, you can't have Peanut on the show without making fun.
Until they meet me and realize that I'm the best. But I'm gonna take us out because we're around that hour mark. So.
Right.
Thank you for tuning in. Next episode, we're going to be debuting a new segment. So look out for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Take care.
Yes. Good luck.